What is the biggest factor in a successful retirement? Hi, I'm Scott Hamilton, a financial advisor based in Austin and Houston, Texas. I'm a certified financial planning professional, fiduciary, fee only, and by that I mean we don't sell annuities, we don't sell insurance, no commissions, fee only. Okay, so the several factors in deciding what a successful retirement is. Number one, you've worked for a career, you saved a little bit every month over decades, and you saved up a nest egg. Excellent. So it's the size of your nest egg, number one, obviously. Number two is, well, how much do you plan on spending in retirement? And that's a complicated question because a lot of people just don't really know that. So we can estimate that by saying, well, let's take your current spending and take 80% of that. Let's say you've got a $5 million nest egg. And there's an academic study, it's the 4% rule, one of several methods we tell if we got a good plan, just one. But the 4% rule says with a $5 million portfolio, you could withdraw 4% per year, which is equivalent to $200,000 a year. Now, that's wonderful. However, if you spend $300,000, you're likely to be short. So it's important to understand it's nest egg and the spending, but it's the relationship between the two. Now, your spending can be dynamic and change over time, so that really helps. But we need to have a model and plan it out and understand what the tax implications of your drawdown strategy is going to be. So it's all tied together. So how old will you be when you retire? Well, the national average is 62. A lot of people I talk to, a lot of my clients, well, I'm never going to retire. I'm going to work till I'm 70. I'm going to work till I'm 72. Maybe 68, and the national average 62. You know why? Health issues, family issues, or maybe it's just job. You know, maybe we're downsizing. A lot of people have thoughts that it's going to last, and you know, reality just changes that. It just doesn't work. So the bottom line is you can end up with a longer retirement than you expected. Average retirement is 18 to 22 years. However, I plan for a lot of my clients to retire, life expectancy of 95. So if you retire at 60, you can have a 35-year retirement. We need a plan for that, for a long life, right? That's all built into the planning process. Okay, how about your returns? So you have a nest egg, you know what your spending is. Well, how about, we need to figure out what your expected returns are. Well, a good plan will be well suited for market upturns and downturns. So even if there are downturns, that's not going to dramatically alter your plan because we accounted for that up front. A poor plan is not going to be able to withstand market ups and downs very well. So it's important you have a plan that's designed for this. I'll give you an example of that. There's a concept called sequence of return risk. So that means typically if you retire, say at 65, and then in 67, 68, the next 2 years, 65, 66, 67, the market has a bear market during that time frame, say down 20% for those 2 years. That's a much worse scenario than if you're in your 80s and you have the exact same bear market. The reason why is a poorly designed portfolio would require you drawing down on the equity component of your portfolio during the first 2 years, and that dramatically impacts it. So consider sequence of return risk whenever you're making your plans. Anyway, that's a huge risk is the sequence of return. Okay, so these are some of the factors involved. Financial advisors look at many different factors. This is just a couple of the key ones. Be sure to include these plus all the others when you build your model. So thank you for taking the time to watch this. Please like and subscribe. Most importantly, go visit the website, Hamilton Financial Planning. Thank you for your time.